Aloha YouTubers! I am Arak, the RC Know-It-All, and you can learn something today is to how install the latest firmware to this RadioLink RC6GS using Windows 10. Aloha YouTubers! Hi, I'm Arak and I'm coming back at you with a firmware update for the RadioLink RC6GS. But before we do the update, we need to check what current firmware is installed in this RC6GS. So turn it on. Then you want to press exit and enter simultaneously and hold it down. It will take you to the menu setup page. From there, make sure line 1 language is highlighted. Hit enter. The current firmware installed in this RC6GS is the factory default firmware, which is version 6.1.0. So we don't have the latest, greatest firmware. So what we want to do is exit. Press the exit button. Exit again. It's going to take you to the home menu. Power off your transmitter. There's two ways you can access the firmware update. Step 1, scroll to radio. Scroll down to RC6GS V2. Left click. Move up to firmwares. Left click. And there you go, folks. Factory latest firmware. Another way to find the firmware is to scroll over support. Scroll over to upgrade firmwares. Left click. And scroll down to the RC6GS V2. Left click. And there you go, folks. And the best thing about this firmware, it has cruise control. So this is version V6.1.3. And for whatever strange reason that you wanted to go back to the factory default firmware, just scroll all the way down, and here you go. Factory default firmware, version 6.1.0.Mac. We don't want to do that. Go ahead and double click on the latest firmware. Okay, once it's downloaded, the next step is you want to connect your RC6GS to your PC using a USB, in this case, a micro USB. And then you want to power it on. This window is going to prompt up. You need to format the disk in drive E before you can use it. So scroll over format disk, left click. This window is going to prompt up, format USB drive E. Left click start. Warning window is going to prompt up. Formatting will erase all data on this disk. Hit OK. Format complete. Hit OK or left click OK. Close this window. Left click. Go down to type here to search. Type in downloads. Hit enter. And find it right here. Latest firmware for RC6GS V2 V6.1.3. I'm going to go over that. Select it. Left click. Right click. Go down to send to. Go down to USB drive E. Gonna transfer the firmware to USB drive E. You want to make sure it's installed in your USB drive, whichever one is on your computer. Here you go, USB drive E. Check to see if it's installed. Latest firmware for RC6GS V2 version 6.1.3. We have it installed. Then go ahead and eject your USB drive. After you ejected the USB drive, just go ahead and power off your transmitter. And the final step is to remove the USB from the transmitter. Power the transmitter on. You want to press exit and enter simultaneously. It'll take you to the menu setup page. Make sure line 1 language is highlighted or selected. Hit enter. There you have it, folks. Version 6.1.3. Now we can enable cruise control. Hope you folks enjoyed this tutorial or how-to video. To my next live stream or VOD, take care and aloha. Shaka. And I'm out.